The official story says Lauren Agee fell. A tragic accident after a night of drinking on a dangerous cliff. But when you slow it down and really look at it, it's not just one thing that raises questions. It's how many of them do. Start with the moment she was gone. The people she was with woke up and realized Lauren wasn't there, but there was no immediate panic, no urgent call for help. Just the assumption that she had wandered off. But Lauren didn't just leave. Her phone was there. Her shoes, her wallet, everything. And that's where it stops feeling simple. Because most people don't walk away in the middle of the night and leave their entire life sitting behind. There's what people noticed about the group. Not just what they said, but how they acted. Witnesses described their behavior as uneasy, not frantic, not emotional, just off. And then there's the part that's hard to ignore, reports that 2 of them were already near the exact area where Lauren's body would later be found. Before that information was widely known. So the question becomes, how did they know where to go? And the timeline doesn't make it any easier. Different versions of that night don't fully line up. And one witness described seeing a young man swimming from the direction of the cliff, exhausted, coughing up water, saying he had nearly drowned. If that happened the way it was described, it doesn't fit with the idea that nothing unusual took place. Then there's Lauren. The injuries she had have been debated for years. Some say they don't fully match what you'd expect from a fall down that terrain. There was head trauma, bruising, broken bones, and there's still debate around whether drowning actually occurred. But just as important as what was found is what wasn't done. No rape kit, no full DNA workup, opportunities for answers. Missed, and once they're gone, you don't get them back. Even the location itself raises questions. That cliff isn't a straight drop, it's rough, uneven, filled with brush and rock. Investigators brought in by the family say it would be extremely difficult to fall from that spot and end up where Lauren was found. And the water that day, it doesn't clearly explain it either. There were also moments leading up to that night, tension, arguments, things that may or may not matter. One person tried to share concerns about past violence and said it was dismissed. Maybe it's connected. Maybe it's not. But it's part of the story. And then there's the part that's harder to explain, but harder to ignore. In the hours and days after Lauren was found, there are reports the people she was with continued on with the weekend. They didn't attend her funeral. Some say there was little visible grief. And that doesn't prove anything. But in a case like this, it stays with people. Even the investigation leaves questions behind. Missing 911 calls, unclear details about belongings, a case that to many felt closed too quickly. And to be clear, none of this proves what happened to Lauren Agee. But when you put it all together, the timeline, the behavior, the evidence, and what's missing, it doesn't quite hold together. Maybe it was a tragic fall, or maybe something happened on that cliff that hasn't been fully told. So if this was an accident, what are we missing? This is Case and Cues with Carrie.